Tánaiste, in recent weeks there's been quite startling stories in relation to accommodation for young people in regards to Tusla, and these facilities have been deemed inappropriate and unsuitable. Now, enormous amounts of money go towards these providers, something up to like €50 million a year, and some of these providers now have been struck off in relation to the service that they provide. And that's, I mean, this is very, very serious, because obviously you're dealing with very vulnerable children. Is it time now to look at the model that we outsource and privatise services, particularly for young children? And, you know, why should we outsource these facilities, and why can't the HSE or Department of Health not run them rather than outsourcing?
First of all, in relation to Deputy Kenny, and there is an investigation underway in terms of the ideal care services and vetted staff issue. I think the model should be examined, but I think we should be under no illusion that it would take a considerable length of time to develop both the physical capacity and the multidisciplinary capacities that would be required to deal with vulnerable children. But I think on balance, I do favour the idea of a stronger state involvement than just merely privately outsourcing. Doesn't mean that all privately outsourced facilities are bad or poor, but certainly a very alarming situation has arisen, and issues has arisen, so we do need to examine the model. In terms of Deputy O'Morda, I thought you were talking in terms of the Defence Forces. It's it'll go from the early 50s to 60, and I'll do that by regulation by the end of the month. So that happened 29th of March in respect of the Defence Forces, up to 60, and then from where it is now, and then 62 when we have legislation passed. But it's a big move for the Defence Forces. I don't have the specifics in the fire services or the prison officers or the Gardaí as to timelines, but I'm sure that we can get that to you.